Just keep it down. Goddamn sheep are everywhere here, folks. Today's the day, folks. You all knew it was gonna happen, because today's the day, people, where I go after the sheep fans. Yes, it has been massively requested by a lot of people, because this is not so much a one community kind of thing, because these are types of fans that are in every community. These are people that like the big muscle people, these are people that like the indie stuff, these are unfortunately a majority of WWE and wrestling fans, and today we are going to be breaking down why these sheep fans are the worst thing that has happened in professional wrestling. Let's get into it. Before we get into what the problem with sheep fans is, we have to talk about what is a sheep fan. And a sheep fan is pretty much a sheep, where if you look at sheep, you know, they're in a huddle, they do exactly what all the other sheep do. That's what a sheep fan is. Now, a sheep fan is defined by someone that doesn't formulate their own opinion, and that they will essentially copy another person's opinion, either if it's a YouTuber, or if it's Dave Meltzer, or whether it's a forum person, or whether it's a wrestler. These are the types of fans that I cannot stand the most, because with me personally, I enjoy a lot of opinions in wrestling. And in fact, a lot of people have said, well, Jerry, I disagree with you on this, I disagree with you on that, but why are you not mad at all the different opinions and stuff like that? You see, the subject that I cover and stuff like that is essentially breaking down what is wrong with the wrestling industry. The actual opinions that are in professional wrestling, I don't really care about. I joke about it. I joke about everyone, whether it be the indie people, whether it's the Roman Reigns fans. In fact, there's going to be a song coming up about Roman Reigns and Indian fans. There's a whole lot of spectrums with people. I take the piss out of everyone. I don't have essentially an opinion. I treat the wrestling industry as one big joke. I laugh at it. I laugh at the fans that are involved in it, and that's what I do. Because at the end of the day, fans today take shit way too serious. However, what is the definition of a sheep fan? Okay, number one, Roman Reigns fans can be defined as sheep fans. These are people that will blindly support Roman Reigns for the sake of supporting Roman Reigns. They won't take any flaws that Roman Reigns has, but they'll defend him all the time. Also, the same can be applied for Finn Balor fans, where people will literally defend Finn Balor all the time and not recognize his flaws as well. Also, we'll be getting into the YouTubing fans in a while, but we're going to be primarily at this point in time talking about the wrestling fans that are specifically superstars. But later on in this video, we will be discussing YouTube fans that blindly follow other people and stuff, so don't worry, folks, we will be getting into that. So, let's get into it. What's the first point that we have a problem with? The human race is a very special species, because unfortunately the human race wants to have some type of acceptance among their peers, and unfortunately that is this human biology that makes sheep fans. Sheep fans unfortunately are afraid. They are afraid that people will turn on them, and essentially they are afraid that other people will turn on them because of their opinions, rather than growing a set of balls, cojones, and actually formulating their own opinion on wrestling, okay? This is probably another problem that is in the pro wrestling spectrum, because there are so many opinions out there, there's so many views, there's so many things that you can do, that people they look at this information, they say, where can I fit in? Where can I fit in? Can I fit in here? Can I fit in there? They're afraid, because whenever a subject happens, for example, this is something that I've seen quite a lot in, whenever something major happens in pay-per-view, for example, the whole Jinder Mahal thing, I noticed as well, specifically the Jinder Mahal thing, a lot of people would defend Jinder Mahal for the sake of defending Jinder Mahal, and then there were people that were bashing Jinder Mahal for the sake of bashing Jinder Mahal, so they can essentially be in a little cubbyhole, okay? That they can be in a little Polly Pocket where they're a little comfortable, a little safe space, okay? That's wrong. That's wrong. You shouldn't be afraid of your opinion. If you have an opinion on professional wrestling and you do believe in it, and if other people don't agree with you, fuck them, okay? I've been in the YWC for a long time, and there's been a lot of people that disagree with me, but all I gotta say is, fuck them. Who cares, okay? These are people that are hyped up on a wrestling opinion that people will probably forget in the next week, okay? So if you honestly have an opinion on professional wrestling, that's completely fine. Go ahead, but just don't copy other people because you want to be in your safe space, okay? Don't be like that. If you honestly believe on the stuff that you believe, that's completely fine. But if you're deliberately copying people to fit in, then you're a weak-minded person. Let's get into the next topic. Yes, sheep fanboys and fangirls. These are the worst when it comes to the sheep fan. They are primarily people where if somebody disagrees with their favorite wrestler, they will go hell and high water to get their opinion out there, but they check that the other people that they're associated in that group with agree with them. For example, I'll give an example. Let's just say I say Roman Reigns' match wasn't good, okay? Let's just say there's a match where Roman Reigns didn't have a good match, right? And I say on Twitter, and I say, you know what, Roman Reigns didn't have a good match. Alright, sorry about that, right? A fanboy will then speak to his other fanboys and fan sheep, and he will say, hey, did you see this guy? He's bashing Roman Reigns saying he wasn't wrestling good. Oh, is that right? Yeah, man, what do you think? I don't, man. I think we should, go after him, man. Yeah, man, let's do that, man. So, what they essentially do is that they all convene into their own little group, and then they jump on Twitter and say, how dare you, how dare you? And then you say, yeah, but I don't have a problem with Roman Reigns, it's just that match. And no, but you hate Roman Reigns, isn't that right? Isn't that right? That's what this is. That's the problem, okay? If you have a favorite wrestler, that's completely fine, right? But when a wrestler does something wrong, also admit that that wrestler didn't have a good match. Wrestlers have bad matches, okay? It happens. Accidents happen. Incidents happen. Maybe there's no good chemistry or whatever and blah, blah, blah. It happens, okay? But just because that wrestler didn't have a good match, that's not to say that they're terrible. But if somebody points out that that match is terrible, that doesn't mean that you should get your little band of sheep and attack someone for it. That's the problem with these sheep fans. And also, it's actually a major problem. Primarily, this issue is people on Twitter, Facebook, and also these forums a lot, I've noticed. But it can also be applied to YouTube as well. And don't worry, I'm going to get to that soon. But yes, primarily, that is a problem with sheep fans, is that they can't formulate their own opinion, and over the slightest thing, they will attack someone as long as their group agrees with them. Shocking. Let's get into the meat and potatoes, as it will, as to one of my biggest problems with sheep fans, and that is YouTube sheep fans. YouTube sheep fans, unfortunately, have a little habit of they become obsessed with a certain YouTuber. It has happened to me. There are some of my fans that have become obsessive and stuff like that, and then they came to the realization that I don't actually formulate somewhat of an opinion. I generally just joke around about it. But I've noticed this with some YouTubers where people will be obsessed with that YouTuber's opinion, and because they're so obsessed with that YouTuber's opinion, they will defend it to the very end. So, for example, let's just say a YouTuber makes a video saying, Baron Corbin should be WWE champion, alright? We'll just use that example, alright? So a YouTuber says Baron Corbin should be WWE champion, alright? Or Roman Reigns should have another title run, right? Whatever subject it might be. Those people might not agree with that person, but because that's their YouTuber, that's their idol. Ooh, I love you. because they have that opinion. I don't know what the fuck that was. Because they have that opinion, alright, then they will copy their opinion. And they will be in the comments. Now, in my next, by the way, the next one will be about people copying other content creator stuff, but I will get to that in a minute. But primarily these are the comments. These are people in the comments saying, "You're right, I'm so glad that you came up with that opinion. And, oh my god, like, I can't believe I didn't even think that. That's amazing. Ooh, you sexy boy." Like, come on. Yous are all thinking it. Come on. These are the types of fans that do this. They will copy another YouTuber's opinion in the comment section, and they will defend it to death. However, when someone comes up and says, "You know what, that's completely wrong, I don't agree with it," stuff like that, or something of that kind of nature, the sheep fans will go all out in full force, and they will berate them, and berate them, and berate them over an opinion. Seriously? Really? Are you so ashamed that you have to come up with another YouTuber's opinion that you honestly have to attack someone to gain their kind of some type of appreciation? And I can speak for myself as well as many others in YouTube where we don't like that. Most YouTubers in the wild, obviously, and stuff don't like that because you're essentially censoring freedom of speech. That's wrong, okay? Most YouTubers don't like that. Like, you know, there are some fans where they will go after, and some people take a blind eye to it and say, "You know what, whatever they do is up to them. You know, I'm just making content to entertain people." But unfortunately, some fans take it too serious, okay? They take it way too serious. Come on, people. They take it way too serious. And that's pretty much it. Now, let's get into a major problem that I have an even bigger problem with, and that is sheep fans making YouTube content and copying other YouTubers. This is one of the reasons why I have done this video, because I've noticed a little trend going on in the interwebs, and that is sheep YouTube channels. These are channels that are dedicated to their favorite YouTuber or whatever it might be, whether it's a person that supports the indies or whether it's someone that's against the indies or whether whoever it might be. These are the types of people that are obsessed with another person's opinion. So just to make themselves special because they can't formulate their own opinion, they essentially copy another YouTuber's opinion and put it on their channel. These are people that will even go so far as to literally copy their catchphrases, the way they talk, the way they act. And I have seen, there has been people that have done it through me as well. There was a few people that I noticed that were essentially trying to copy kind of something that I do and stuff like that, and they were even saying my catchphrases. It even got to a point, especially during the Ent Arena run that I had, I noticed people were saying, "Can you spell bullshit bigger than this?" You know, the catchphrases that I do. There's been other people that have used other YouTubers' catchphrases and stuff like that, and they somehow seem to think that they're special. Now, here's the thing. I don't have if you literally make a video dedicated to your favorite YouTuber, I'm fine with that. That's completely fine. But don't dedicate your entire channel to someone else's opinion. Because if, by your logic, that people should tune into your channel, okay? If they should tune into your channel, then why would they watch your channel and just go to the original opinion of that person, okay? And literally get more enjoyment of the original person that came up with that opinion, rather than watching you all the time? What's the point? What's the point in wasting 3 to 4 hours, or whatever it may be, of the content that they make, when you can literally just see the original opinion of someone that has validity in their opinion? Why would you do that? I've also seen this with the indie stuff as well. I've noticed, like, people that that love Finn Balor and stuff like that, where they will literally copy any other YouTuber. So essentially, they'll by any means necessary defend that YouTuber. So they'll make a channel defending that YouTuber and stuff like that. I've also seen on the other spectrum of people that are obsessed with the talk of like, oh, this person should be pushed and that person and everything's crap and blah 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 blah, and they're not coming up with their own opinion, okay? And that's wrong. See, the fact that these channels are still about goes to show you how fragile some of the wrestling fans are. They're fragile because they're afraid that people will ridicule them. But like, these are the people that are obsessive. They're obsessive with certain YouTubers. They're obsessive with this opinion, and they want to get it out there by any means necessary. But in the balance of doing that, they come off as a massive fudge nut, okay? It's true, people. Come on, okay? It really is. And like, you know, with my YouTube channel, I always say to people, there's been a few videos that I've made where I've said, if you disagree with me, I am completely fine with that. I'm not going to delete your comments. I'm not going to disable the like, the dislike bar. I'm not going to be censoring you. I don't care about that shit. Well, because the more comments that are on the fucking channel, the more viewership it gets. I still don't know why people seem to do that. Like, and also, like, can people please stop, like, you know, being obsessive with their, like, making, like, these big, long kind of shows where they literally all have the same opinion? Like, can we stop that? Like, you know, can we at least have somebody that has a different opinion than the other one? Because it's pretty much just a big circle jerk of people. You know, I just don't get it. You know, and here's the thing, if you have a similar opinion to a YouTuber, I am completely okay with that. If you honestly agree with everything that they say, and before you've seen that YouTuber, that you honestly believe in that, that's completely fine, okay? But also, don't be obsessive. Don't be obsessive, okay? Because some people seem to think that they're special and that they're on YouTube and that everyone will enjoy them. Like, unfortunately, with the CM Punk thing, and again, I want to say this, since the pipe bomb incident, a lot of people seem to think that they're actually CM Punk. So when you have people that go on these YouTube channels and they cut all these kind of promos, like these fake promos, and they seem to think that everyone's gonna cheer their name all the time. Life doesn't work that way. Life isn't that easy, folks, okay? That isn't how life works, okay? If you honestly agree with your opinion, and also, I really, also, I hate this notion of people that honestly formulate an opinion because it's popular. That's another problem as well with the YouTube kind of sheep fans, is that whenever like a popular opinion happens, rather than, even though they disagree with it, they'll sway to the popular opinion just so that they can appeal to the masses. Okay, I don't have that problem. Like, there's been many videos where it's been massively disliked, but at least I can walk away and say, that was my opinion. I formulated my opinion in a video, and if people disagree with it, whatever. But at least I'm not lying to my viewers, and at least I'm not going to lie to my viewers and honestly spin whatever crap that I'm going to say just for those people to agree with me. Because if I honestly say stuff that everyone's going to agree with, I might as well get off this channel. I might as well delete this channel and walk away. Because you have to formulate your own opinion. You know, don't be like everyone else. So, pretty much sums that up. My final point on sheep fans is something that is an issue in today's wrestling. And that is people that can't form their own opinion. And once that happens, we get a deluded community. And that's a problem that we have today. Because unfortunately, whether people will admit it or not, we are in a terrible time in wrestling, okay? There's YouTube have pretty much turned their backs on us. People aren't making money on their videos. Wrestling isn't great anymore. the brand split, by the looks of it, has been a complete failure. Pay-per-views people aren't invested in. But one of the hopes that I always had was that people would give their honest opinion on the product that they see. And because of things aren't going so great in professional wrestling, people are now getting themselves into little groups. And I've seen this with the YWC. They all stick with each other, okay? They all kind of go into little groups. And I understand that, alright? You want to be protected, because you're fragile, alright? But at the same time, be an individual. Because even if people disagree with you, at least when you're older and you look back on what you did on YouTube, and if you look back at the comments that you made back in the day, at least you can turn around and say, I stood for what I believed in, and I believed every single word, even when people disagree with me. Guys, I'd like to thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's a bit long, but really this was a video that had to be said. Because I know a lot of people were very nervous on trying to make this video. There were some people that wanted to make a video on this, but they were a bit nervous on doing it. And hopefully this gives an open dialogue to the community, and hopefully this will slap those people in the face and tell them to wise up. Guys, I'd like to thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. We're going to try and get up to 4,000 subscribers. It would be crazy if we could do that. I never thought that that would happen. And also the videos are doing very well. It's getting a lot of shared and stuff. People are sharing the videos and stuff like that. So I really want to thank you guys so much. I know I haven't been uploading that recently, but you know, I've just been a bit busy. Also, wrestling isn't the best as what it should be, and there wasn't, apart from this one and another rant video will be coming quite soon on a certain wrestler, which might get some hate, but it's my opinion, so at least I'm gonna honestly to God give you my honest to God opinion. So anyway, guys, I'd like to thank you so much for watching. This is General Jerry on the General Jerry channel, signing out. Bye. Bye.